That wasn't too bad, no bit.
Is that now?
Yeah. That wasn't too bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
that looked really good.
I mean, it didn't take that long, really. The longest part was actually getting that motherfucker to actually, the rise to fucking absorb all that liquid.
Oh yeah, half the time you spend cooking is fucking simmering and reducing.
Yep.
That's the part you can't rush.
Nope.
It's like barbecue but on a pan, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
it takes how long it's gonna take.
I like how everything was right fucking there, right? You can see everything right there.
Yep, yep. You could.
You know, that's one thing I've been trying to get better at is showing everybody what I'm doing. I know I could have moved over a little bit when I was doing the prep for the
Yep.
celery. You know, I could have done that better, yes. But I'm always looking at new ways to actually make it, be better, on my end when I'm cooking. So,
Sure. Yeah, I always gotta strive for that little extra bit.
you know, oh yeah. Did you see that Trump is trying to get a fucking deal done for soybeans?
Yeah, I did.
You know, yeah, everybody's like, well, what about the farmers? Well, he was over there trying to take care of the farmers. Right? I don't know if he got it done or not. To be honest with you, I didn't hear that. So,
I don't know either.
but let's see what Gateway Pundit has to say about that. They usually have something to say about that shit. So,
Generally.
all right. All right. Supreme Court denies Virginia Democrats' bid to revive illegally gerrymandered congressional map. Okay. So even the Supreme Court, the federal Supreme Court shut down Virginia. Good. Good.
Yeah, they need to.
I mean, the thing is, okay, the state Supreme Court shut them down,
Yep.
and you don't think the fucking federal government Supreme Court ain't gonna shut them down on that shit?
Right now, they will. Yeah.
I mean, because they didn't even fucking follow the guidelines they were supposed to redistrict anything right there. That's the thing, you know. But when fucking Democrats do it, gerrymander bullshit, oh, it was fine. But as soon as the Republicans start doing that shit, guess what? All hell breaks loose right there. Fuck
Well,
all
that's the
that.
way they always are, dude. That's the way they've
Uh-huh.
always been.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything about the fucking, deals that he made in China. So we'll probably see that tomorrow. So I mean, there could be a lot of shit in the works that we're not even seeing either, too.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So,
Undoubtedly, there always is.
yeah. Yes, sir. Iran seizes ship with weapons, steers it towards territorial waters. Yeah. How you think that's gonna fucking fly? Ain't gonna fly. Fuck. Come on now. We'll put one of those fucking train routes through the motherfuckers. What we'll do, you know,
Yeah.
and then board the some bitch.
Yeah, we are good at that.
Which I mean, I get the fact that okay, if you want to disable, they're injured, right? Put a train route through it, right? Yeah, but why not make it more fun? Make it explosive. Fuck it. You know, I mean, because you got different types of fucking 5-inch shells. We all know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
You
got
know,
fucking. It'll be really fun. What would be really fun is getting throwing some Willie Pete's over there, some white phosphorus rounds.
that's
Oh yeah,
yeah,
start us a fucking aluminum fire.
yeah. I mean, because as soon as that hits the fucking bulkhead, right? The hole, that motherfucker is gonna start a fire, guaranteed.
It's white phosphorus. It burns on
Yeah,
contact with air,
I know,
and water
I
makes
know,
it burn hotter. It's the
I know.
nastiest shit known to man, and we've got tons of them,
Well,
literal tons of them.
that's why those fucking shells had to be carefully fucking handled right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we had what did we had? We had dummies, we had high explosive proximities, we had Willie Pete's, we had star shells for illumination, dude. We had all sorts of crazy shit on there.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that we got white phosphorus rounds on the floating ships right there for
Yeah.
5 inch. And some people are like, what the fuck is that? I said, white phosphorus, motherfuckers. Yep.
Yes, imagine a match that never stops striking.
Yep.
And
And
make
I
that
told
thing
people, I
weigh
said,
70 pounds.
I said, why do you think when a helo crashes on deck, right? And it catches fire, you got Justin on the side really fucking quick as you can, right there.
Yep.
Because if them wheels fucking catch on fire, guess what? It's gonna burn through the fucking ship, guaranteed.
Yeah, metal fires are not fun.
No,
Like even where I work right now, dude, we've got vacuum cleaners for titanium shavings, and we got
yep,
vacuum cleaners for aluminum shavings. Because if you
yep,
mix the two and there's
yep,
cross metallic oxidation, it can create enough heat to where you will have a titanium aluminum fire,
yeah,
and good fucking luck putting that thing out.
yeah. Because a
Yep.
lot of people don't realize, and the wheels of the aircraft is magnesium right there.
Yeah, that burns pretty well too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
titanium,
people,
aluminum, magnesium, all that
yeah,
shit will burn nice.
and a lot of people forget that shit because they never worked on that shit at all.
Mm.
You
And the
know,
thing is, once it gets to burning, it burns so fucking hot
yeah,
that even stuff next to it that might not normally be too flammable will catch fire. That's why we use it in weaponry. It's fun. Back in a sec.
oh no problem, man. I'm just looking through Gateway Pundit right there to see what they say about the China trip. That's really nothing right now. So really nothing. So oh, this one. Supreme Court unanimously rules freight brokers can be sued for uh for fake well, I can't pronounce it, hiring illegal alien and forward truck drivers in a major 9-0 decision right there. Damn, that's good. Yeah, I mean, if you can't speak fucking language, English language, why the fuck are you driving a truck? Play something. Why? You know, that's good. Oh, Nick, I was just saying that Supreme Court just ruled freight brokers can be sued for hiring illegal alien Ford truck drivers in 9-0 decisions right there.
Good.
Yeah. Like I said before, if you can't speak this fucking the English or read the signs, you should not be driving a fucking truck.
Gee, you
Period.
think?
And I'll tell you one thing, that test, your CDL test, ain't that fucking hard. It's not.
Yeah, you have to be able to read the signs.
Yeah.
How hard is
I mean, hell,
that?
I got my CDL. And I'm like, it ain't that fucking hard. Fuck. You know, because here in Missouri, just to have a CDL, you don't have to take the driving portion. All you got to do is take the rent right there. That's it.
Serious?
Yeah.
Huh,
Now,
that seems a little lax.
well, that's drive for hire, which in most states that would be like a Class E, but here they call it CDL, right? Or
Oh, okay.
chauffeur's license, right?
Okay, the
Now,
terminology is a little different.
but it's the same exact written test as fucking Class A, Class B, all that bullshit. Same exact test right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people even fail that motherfucker numerous times, and they give you multiple chances to fucking retake it. Like, goddamn, people, it ain't that fucking hard. Fuck.
Yeah, that is a bit of a problem when they can't drive the 80,000 pound machine.
Yeah. Well, just like those one people, they try to fucking do a U-turn on the fucking major fucking interstate. And
Yeah.
down there in Florida, I'm like, or Georgia, I'm like, the fuck, you don't do that. Get off the fucking off ramp right there.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, goddamn, people. Oh, damn. All right. You know, laid down the gateway putter tonight. So, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right.
All
Damn.
right, Matthew McConaughey. All
Yeah,
right,
I
all
know,
right,
brother.
all right.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's what Thumper was saying the other day. This brand new 2020. Where the fuck's my share? There we go. Share. Oh, there we go.
Seven, top of the line. You want to take her for a test drive? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I've been saving for this thing for like 3 years. Let's go.
Hello. Before we begin, I will need to assess your current state. Please look into the camera.
The camera? Okay, sure.
Scanning. Elevated heart rate detected. Pupil dilation above baseline.
I'm excited. I just bought a car.
These are consistent with impairment indicators. For your safety and the safety of others, I am unable to start at this time.
I'm not impaired. I'm happy.
Happiness and impairment present similar biometric profiles. I cannot distinguish between them. Initiating calming protocol.
Why is there monk music? That's the calming protocol. It's supposed to bring your heart rate down so it's safe for you to drive. How long does that take? It depends on how calm you get. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm. Can we try again?
Rescanning. Heart rate elevated. Stress indicators present.
That's because the car won't start.
I understand this may be frustrating. Would you like me to increase the volume of the calming protocol?
No, I don't want more monks.
Increasing monks.
Is there an override for this? Well, there's a federal override form, but it takes 3 to 5 business days to process. 3 to 5 days to drive my own car? Is for your safety. Okay, well, what if I just sit here until my heart rate goes down?
That is the recommended approach. Current estimated wait time is 47 minutes.
47 minutes?
Your heart rate increased when I said 47 minutes. New estimated wait time is 1 hour, 12 minutes.
I want my old car back. We already processed the trade-in.
I sense despair. Transitioning to ocean sounds.
Well, here she is, Brent.
You know what? That actually sounds. It doesn't sound very off, honestly.
Well, and that's what Thumper was saying to the group the other day. That one message you sent, right? That same exact bullshit right there.
Yep.
You know, which, hey, if I bought a brand new car that did to me, I'd be mad at a motherfucker. I'd be like, you know what? You ain't processing my trade in until I drove off the fucking lot. Place it.
Yeah. That's no. Unless they did something drastically different, dude, I would never buy a new car. Mm-mm. No way. Ridiculous.
But you never know nowadays, so.
Well, what if you just get back from the fucking, what if you get back from the eye doctor and they dilate your pupils on purpose to examine them, you know?
Yeah, you're fucked, dude. Definitely are fucked. Oh, there we go. There's one. Zeus, you're fine. Shut the fuck up.
Back in dogs.
Only revealed in 2016 when Bloomberg News filed a Freedom of Information request with the U.S. National Archives and found a confidential diplomatic cable buried in the files. What was inside that cable changed how the entire world understood American power. The deal was simple. America gives Saudi Arabia weapons and military protection. Saudi Arabia takes its oil money and puts it back into the American economy every single year. To understand why this deal happened, you have to understand 1971. That year, President Nixon made a decision that shocked the world. He ended the US dollar's link to gold. Before that moment, every dollar in existence was backed by real gold, sitting in American vaults. After that moment, it was backed by nothing except trust. America needed something to replace gold and keep the dollar valuable globally. That something turned out to be oil. In 1973, the Arab oil embargo hit America hard. Oil prices quadrupled overnight, from $3 a barrel to nearly $12. The American economy went into shock. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger flew to Riyadh and sat down with the Saudi leadership. The arrangement that emerged was not written as a formal treaty. It was kept deliberately quiet. America would sell Saudi Arabia billions of dollars in advanced weapons. America would guarantee Saudi Arabia's military security. In return, Saudi Arabia would price its oil in US dollars and recycle its surplus oil revenues back into US Treasury bonds, directly financing the American government. By 1975, every OPEC nation had followed Saudi Arabia's lead. The entire world's oil was now priced in dollars. America had found its replacement for gold. The consequences were enormous and immediate. Every country on Earth that needed oil, which was every country on Earth, now needed US dollars to buy it. That created permanent global demand for the dollar. America could print money, run massive deficits, and borrow endlessly without the consequences that would have destroyed any other economy. Today, roughly 80% of global oil transactions are still conducted in US dollars. The petrodollar system became the invisible foundation of American economic and military dominance for the next 5 decades. Here is what makes this story genuinely uncomfortable. 2 leaders who tried to break this system did not survive long after. Iraq's Saddam Hussein announced in 2000 that he would start selling oil in euros instead of dollars. 3 years later, America invaded Iraq. Libya's Muammar Gaddafi proposed a gold-backed African currency to replace the dollar in African oil trade. In 2011, NATO forces helped remove him from power. Both had many enemies and many reasons working against them, but the timing in both cases is impossible to ignore. Whether it was cause or coincidence, the message to every other government on Earth was the same. The dollar system is not optional. In June 2024, Saudi Arabia quietly did not renew its economic cooperation agreement with the United States. It was the first time in 50 years. Saudi Arabia is now openly accepting Chinese yuan, euros, and other currencies for oil. Whether this marks the beginning of the end of the petrodollar system, or simply its evolution into something new, nobody yet knows. But the deal that secretly ran the world for half a century is no longer what it was.
Yeah, doesn't last forever.
No, I think that was kind of long, but it actually makes sense right there. Really does.
Yeah. No, we've known for a long time that our dollars are oil backed. That's,
Oh, yeah. If it wasn't for us, Saudi Arabia wouldn't even be a country today.
Well, yeah, we gave them all that technology back in the fucking 50s.
Yeah. I mean, they would have been Iraqi. And that would have been part of Iraq back in the day. What was that, 1991?
The Iraq War?
Yeah.
The first one, I think it was 1990, was the first one.
Yeah. We sure just let fucking Saddam have his way with the motherfuckers right there.
Yep.
Yep.
Not our business.
Nope. And OPEC, they're fucking a bunch of thieves anyway, so fuck them.
The Emirates just left them.
Yep.
They're pumping as much as they want now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because each country was told how much they could produce each day.
Yep. And the Emirates went, no, we're not doing that no more.
Yep.
So we'll see what that does to oil prices. It ought to drop them.
Well, I know here it got up to 420 here a gallon, right? Because I filled up the other day. It was 420, right?
Mm-hmm.
$40. Filled up my car, right? And I was on E too. But yeah, fucking now it's down to like fucking $3.95 again. So
No, it's almost $5 here.
yeah, but you're up there in Washington State, so that's gonna happen, brother.
Our taxes are crazy on gas.
Yep. And everyone forgets the gas tax in each state is fucking a lot different too.
Oh yeah, we have the highest in the country. We're higher than California.
That would be considered.
Yep. So here we go.
Crimes today. Number 1. The government poisoned alcohol. During Prohibition, the federal government ordered the poisoning of industrial alcohol to deter drinking. They added methanol, kerosene, and other toxins. Between 1926 and 1933, an estimated 10,000 Americans died from government-poisoned liquor. Officials knew people were drinking it anyway. They continued the program. It was federal policy. Number 2. The U.S. sterilized tens of thousands without consent. Between 1907 and 1981, over 60,000 Americans were forcibly sterilized under state eugenics laws targeting the poor, disabled, and incarcerated. The Supreme Court upheld it in 1927. Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes wrote the majority opinion. The decision was never fully overturned. Number 3. The Tuskegee experiment ran for 40 years. From 1932 to 1972, the U.S. Public Health Service told 400 black men with syphilis they were receiving treatment. They were not. Researchers withheld penicillin after it became available in the 1940s to observe what untreated syphilis did to the human body. The study ended only after a whistleblower leaked it to the press. Number 4. The Army tested nerve agents on soldiers. From the 1940s through the 1970s, the U.S. military used soldiers as test subjects for mustard gas, LSD, and nerve agents without their informed consent. Volunteers were told they were testing summer clothing. Some experienced permanent neurological damage. The Pentagon classified the records for decades. Number 5. The Indian boarding school system was a federal program. From 1819 into the 1970s, the federal government forcibly removed Native American children from their families and placed them in boarding schools designed to eliminate their language, culture, and identity. The official motto of the system was, "Kill the Indian, save the man." It was not a fringe policy. It had a federal budget and congressional support. Number 6. The U.S. bombed its own citizens in West Virginia. In 1921, the U.S. Army dropped bombs on striking coal miners in Blair Mountain, West Virginia. It was the largest armed labor uprising in American history, and the first time American civilians were bombed by their own government on U.S. soil. It does not appear in most American history textbooks. Before I say the last one, make sure to hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 7. The Japanese-American internment was signed by a president celebrated for freedom, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president who led America through World War II and championed the Four Freedoms, signed Executive Order 9D66 in 1942. It sent 120,000 Japanese Americans, 2/3 of whom were U.S. citizens, into internment camps without charge or trial. Their property was seized. Most never recovered it. Roosevelt is on the dime. Things the U.S. government did to its own citizens that would be considered crimes today. Number 1. The government poisoned alcohol.
Yeah, the U.S. government has been known to cause a bit of mischief here and there.
Yep. And everyone forgets about the camps with Japanese too. They forget about them.
Well, they did.
And, you know, yeah, we want to fucking blame fucking Hitler for all that bullshit, right? You know, we was just as bad as what he was. I mean, just look at the syphilis shit, man. You know, we infected the goddamn fucking black community with syphilis. They didn't even treat them with it. We'll see how those will react with them.
Yeah, newsflash. The reaction was not good.
No.
Yeah, syphilis is particularly bad because it drives you insane before it kills you.
Yeah.
You get all fucking mental. You die not knowing which way's up.
Sure. Zeus, you're fine, goddammit. Fuck.
Dogs, they're all liars.
Fuck. He thinks he's got to eat fucking 24 hours a day. I swear to God.
Yeah, that's dogs.
Like, granted, his internal clock is spot on. I'll give him that. It is.
Well, live with Annabelle, man. She knows when I make jerky, man, there's going to be fat trimmings.
Shit, just be glad she's not a fucking lap.
Sonic was half lab, so we did get some of the lavishness, yeah.
I mean,
He was a food hound.
I swear to God, labs are the most food-driven fucking breed out there. They are.
Well, yeah, labs will fucking eat themselves till they're sick if you let them. Literally,
Yep.
they'll eat till they throw up.
But it's only the male. I've seen that it's only the males that do that, not the females.
Huh.
I had a female, lab.
Yeah.
She was the mama dog. She actually took her time when it comes to food. She would actually, next day, she would have food left over. The males, they had to gobble up right there and there.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Shit, one time Sonic stole fucking 2 pork chops off the counter.
Sure. I've had labs steal fucking pork steaks off the fucking grill. So I went inside, left the top open. Fuck, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I came back, there was no steaks on the grill, and those motherfuckers was running away, and they were already gone.
Yeah.
So
They
no
knew.
one don't need to. I mean, I didn't see them do it, so I couldn't discipline them in a way.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing when we know the steaks were gone off of the counter, we're like, well, we didn't catch them in the act. It's like we can't really punish them because we didn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here's one. This one, the first one is actually pretty funny right here.
The craziest lawsuits in history. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. The man who sued Jesus. In 2007, Nebraska Senator Ernie Chambers filed a lawsuit against Jesus, blaming him for natural disasters like floods and earthquakes. The case was real, but the judge dismissed it for one simple reason. Jesus doesn't have a legal address, so the court couldn't serve the lawsuit papers. Number 2. The $67 million pants lawsuit. A judge named Roy Pearson sued a dry cleaner for $67 million after they lost one pair of his pants. He argued that their satisfaction guaranteed sign was misleading. The case dragged on for years, but he ultimately lost, and even his job. Number 3. The parents who sued their son. In 2018, a couple sued their 30-year-old son, Michael Rotondo, for refusing to move out of their house after multiple eviction notices were ignored. The case went to court. The judge ruled in favor of the parents, and the son was legally forced to leave. Number 4. The Michael Jordan lookalike lawsuit. In 2006, a man named Alan Heckard sued Michael Jordan for $832 million. His claim was that looking like the NBA legend caused him emotional distress and unwanted attention. The case didn't stand a chance and was quickly thrown out. Number 5. The woman who sued McDonald's over hot coffee. Stella Liebeck sued after spilling coffee on herself, but the case revealed the coffee was served at extremely high temperatures that could cause serious burns. She won the case, and it became one of the most talked about lawsuits in history. Number 6. The man who sued Anheuser-Busch for false advertising. A man claimed that beer ads showed beautiful women and fun lifestyles that didn't happen when he drank the product. He argued it was misleading. The case was dismissed, but it still became widely known. Number 7. The burglar who sued the homeowner. A burglar broke into a house, got trapped in the garage, and later sued the homeowner for emotional distress and lack of food and water while stuck inside. The case shocked many people because of how unexpected it was. Before I say the last one, follow us while you can. Number 8. The man who sued himself. A prisoner attempted to sue himself for violating his own rights and demanded the state pay damages on his behalf. The court dismissed the case, but it remains one of the strangest legal attempts ever recorded. Which one shocked you the most, and which one sounds completely unbelievable? The crazy...
Wow.
I would say number 1, first of all. Number 1, last one, right? I mean, Who in their right mind is just put a lawsuit up against fucking Jesus?
Yeah, that's
I mean, that's no far fetched. I don't care where you stand on that side, whatever, right? I mean, everyone knows he ain't got a legal address. Come on now, fuck.
yeah.
That's and the coffee thing, right? We all know. Okay, coffee's fucking hot. It's gonna burn your ass if you spill it.
No.
What's up, Rock?
Hey, what happened now? I'm sorry. It took me a while to get back. Someone's trying to sue Jesus Christ?
That was a lawsuit. That was an actual lawsuit. And then somebody tried to sue themselves right in prison too. And somebody claimed they looked like Michael Jordan, sued Jordan for $832 million, right? Yeah.
That's called insanity, dude. I don't know what else. That seems so weird.
And the guy that sued Jesus was a government official. He was black. Government official.
Why did he want to sue Jesus?
But it got tossed out because they didn't say why, but it got tossed out because Jesus does not have a physical address right there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's why I said I don't care where you fall at on that spectrum, right? Religious, non-religious, right? Why are you going to sue something that you can't fucking see and does not have physical address? Why? It's fucking stupid.
That is pretty stupid. Yeah. What year was that in? I mean, I just walked into the video. I wish I would have saw it.
2008.
2008. I never even heard of that.
Nobody has hardly. That's the thing.
Like I know that a guy proved in court. His name was what's his name? He writes books and it's all ancient writings. He proved in a court case the earth was flat from a guy that believed in the globe earth. And this was back, I forget what year it was. I forgot the guy's name, but
I do remember seeing that one. That I did.
I forgot Zen Garcia. His name was Zen Garcia, who won the court case. That's who it was.
I mean, I don't care. Even that one, right? You can believe the earth is flat in some shape or form, right? You can believe it's fucking round. Okay. Really? I don't give a fuck about that. Just let it. I mean, if it's flat, it's flat. If it's round, it's round. Fuck it. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, courts are willing to take up to some of the stupidest fucking bullshit ever on lawsuits. They are. I mean, why would somebody sue somebody?
Great company.
A flat earther. Why would they go sue somebody that thinks the world is round? Why?
Like the gray.
I mean, what's that really gonna get you?
Yeah, because I think it has to do with the implications of whether it is or isn't. There's a lot more. If something like that is proved to be flat and enclosed, that assumes something that is concrete and real, and all the other stuff that all these people were taught as science is just fake bullcrap.
But I mean, a judge is not someone that can say yes or no to that. That's my thing right there. Because judge is not scientific, all that shit, or whatever, right? He's not.
I think what happened is the guy. It was a court case, and they had a debate. I think Zen Garcia just destroyed the guy. So the guy wanted to sue him in court or something like that, and ended up proving by all of these different scientific methods, that the earth is flat. Because it's like, how do you go to the Suez Canal? You can see the Suez Canal for miles. If the world is actually round, why is the boat's not going down? You know what I mean?
No,
They're not.
I get that. No, Rocky, I get that because I mean, you and I both have been through the Suez Canal, right? We both been through that motherfucker's flat as can be, right? You know,
Yeah, dude.
but if someone wants to believe that the Earth has a curvature, let them. I mean, it ain't no skin off our backs at all. I mean, you and I and Nick can believe a different way. All three of us can believe different things. Okay. I mean, who's to say who's real and who's right, who's wrong? Right there, all that. You know.
I think eventually we all will find out who's right and who's wrong.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
the cards will. Is it the chips will fall where they do, or whatever? I forget the saying.
Yeah, I mean, but we'll never know until that day happens, too, Rock. Like we talked about. I mean,
yeah, I know.
You know, and I have said too. And I have said too.
Video?
What?
Did you watch that? Did you guys see that video I sent you on the chick that thinks she figured out schizophrenia?
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting. And then the videos that little Tate sent, which are hilarious, the horse one. Oh my goodness, dude, that was great. Where's Thumper at? Is he hanging out with the son?
Well, he's having Landon's birthday was the other day, so he took him to a Brazilian restaurant. Him and his mom, and Landon's at a Brazilian restaurant there in town. So,
oh, dude, is that the one where you like turn the thing and they bring all the different meats and everything?
Yep.
Dude, I took Heidi to one of those in Long Beach.
Yep. Yeah, that's
was pretty.
That's what Thumper was talking about. Well, it been a while ago, but a couple months ago, he was talking about that one. Yeah.
Man, I don't know why I'm talking. I'll be right back.
You know, but yeah, fucking. I mean, if somebody wants to think the world's flat, well, think it. Fuck it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they can think what they want to think.
I mean,
when I walked in, they were playing a video. Heidi's here.
Oh, and hey, Heidi.
Someone sued Jesus Christ in 2008, but they couldn't sue Jesus because he didn't have a physical address on Earth. Which is like it's hilarious to me.
I mean,
you know.
I mean, that's and someone in prison sue themselves, right, for damages to the state, right? I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? You heard that one.
They tried to sue themselves. Now, how would that even work?
You can sue anything, right? It seems like anymore. I mean, you could sue the fucking grasshopper if you want to, probably.
That's so stupid.
I mean, it's just. I know Mick's biting his tongue over there. Mick, just say it. Come on now. Just say it, Mick. Come on.
What was he going to say?
I know he will say something about the flat Earth. I know he does. So.
I had a conversation about that with a person at work, or a couple of people at work today, and we have a mutual coworker that's a flat earther, and I got one on Facebook too. It's for me, it's like the final frontier, man. I don't know what leads you there. I got my theories, but I don't argue with them. I just be like, all right, bro.
Nick, I seen your fucking face. I was like, yeah, he wants to say something. I said, just say it, Nick. Come on now.
I just can't take it, man. I mean, I'm all down for a decent conspiracy theory if it sounds reasonable. You know, I'll listen to almost any point of view, but like flat Earth, it's like, no, sorry.
You should watch this video. I don't know if it's on YouTube anymore. It's called Flat Earth Clues by a guy named Mark Sargent. I saw this stuff in 2018.
No, it's on YouTube. It's still on YouTube, Rocky. It's still on there.
Is it? It was pretty interesting. It was interesting what he had to say because it was stuff that you think about, but you don't think about it. You don't really think about it.
Right.
So it was interesting, and he wasn't being rude. Like you'll meet a lot of flat earthers, and they're rude. They're like, do the research yourself. No, why don't you show me how you came to this belief or whatever, right? And I think that's the problem is you got people saying, this is true. Well, where's the evidence? And if you can show me the evidence, and it's valid evidence, then okay, we'll go.
Yeah. No, if there was legitimate evidence, I'd be like, oh, okay.
And Rocky, it's the same debate flat earthers versus globe people, right? Versus religious people that believe in the Bible and not believe in the Bible, right? It's the same fucking shit right there. I mean, it's the same argument, pretty much.
Hard disagree.
What I've come to determine is some people just don't want to accept evidence if there's even really evidence.
But
And it's
no,
just, that's the way it is, you know?
I mean, speaking of flat earth, right? Even the Old Testament said we're in a firmament dome. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like the firmament is called the rakia in Hebrew,
Yeah.
and it's like solid ice water. And there's these strange videos that have come out. I don't know if you guys have seen it, where like someone says they go to Antarctica and they hit the ice wall, and the ice wall goes up, I don't know how many couple 100,000 feet or whatever, right? And there's pieces of it fall off, and it's like ice cold. But then when it gets down and you put it in your hand, it just dissipates and disappears and becomes air. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
But it's so like obscure and strange, and like I don't know how to make that, you know, make sense yet, if that's even true. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, because dude, there was a video on Twitter yesterday. I didn't send it to you guys, but it was the guy, Mr. Beast. I guess he's like really famous or whatever.
Oh, he's famous with kids and all that shit.
He was live streaming, and some guy was like, "Hey, have you been to the ice wall?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, no, we can't talk about this live." Because the ice wall. Yeah. Like, I don't know what the ice wall would look like, but I would imagine it would be something similar to what was in Game of Thrones, where the crows were looking at the north because winter was coming. I forgot what they were called. The guys that were like frozen zombies, the ice walkers,
White Walkers,
the dead walkers. The dead walkers?
The White Walkers.
Oh, the White Walkers. Yeah, the White Walkers. Like, you know how tall that wall was in the show? Like something like that. But then what's past that? Because like there's all these other people that are coming out saying, yeah, you know, there's other realms and other worlds out there. We're just in one enclosed thing.
Well,
there is a way to get in and out of it, but it's such a deep secret or whatever. I don't know.
And that's what Lil Tate was hitting at with the fucking you know, the mileage, right? That we think the miles, right? We think the Earth is or whatever, right? How we travel, right? That could be completely wrong. You know, the Earth might be bigger than what we think it is, right there. Could be.
I almost think it is, man.
I mean,
now.
I mean, granted, we have sailed. You and I, Rocky, have sailed east to west, all that bullshit, right? I mean, we have, but you can't sail north and south. That's the thing. That's where you will always have that debate right there. When you can't go to the north, come up to the south, like you can go east to west, right? Or east or west east, right? Same thing.
The real test would be is like you get someone to film it, and they go either in the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean or whatever, and they go all the way down to Antarctica, then go around. And then go back up to the North Pole, and I don't know.
But no one can fly over the South Pole because that's the only thing all the countries in the world can agree on. Nobody can go there unless you got special permission. So they're hiding something.
Like, you know, you watch those videos of Admiral Byrd and he's like, there's a lot of natural resources down there.
Well,
but then there's also the story of the Nazis being down there and that war. What was it, Project Fishbowl or Operation Fishbowl, or I forgot what it was called.
But also Admiral Byrd shit, right? In a way, that's been debunked too, because they've never found his fucking actual journal. They never did.
So that was a made-up thing, huh?
Yes. You know, and so who knows if that's true or not with Admiral Byrd right there.
What if it was true and they made it fake so that people wouldn't believe it?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like they would say, look, this thing exists, but we're going to give you a copy that makes it more discredited than it is credited. Because I think he was killed.
See, he
I think
died
was
shortly after that. He died shortly
Yeah,
after
he
that.
died shortly after talking about that stuff on
You know
either
what?
national television or some kind of television
Congress
show.
with Congress, congressional hearing. You know, but I mean, who knows what the real story really is on that? That's the thing. No one fucking knows.
Like yesterday morning when I woke up, I saw the report that Tulsi Gabbard's house or whatever got raided
Oh,
for
that
the
did.
CIA file, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like I'm
and
like, well,
that
that's
is
kind
true.
of proven.
That
You
is
know,
true.
it's like
her house did get ready. Yes.
and it's funny because Donald Trump's out of DC when they did it. He's not in DC proper, you know, he's not in the White House sitting there or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's strange that they're doing that stuff.
Well,
And you know, it's still all a distraction from the
And
Epstein list.
well,
You know?
the CIA, everyone knows this is part of deep state. It is too. You know, and this is where Vance should have came in on this one. Said because he's acting president. Really, he is. When Trump's out of the country, he's in charge. He should have said no. Fuck that. That's fucking wrong. You can't do that shit because everyone knows the CIA is not supposed to fucking be operating on U.S. soil. Everyone knows that shit right there.
Well, they're always doing undercover clandestine.
I know, but they're not supposed to. But they're not supposed to though.
I mean, we didn't get to drive around in North Carolina, but there's a place on that highway 321.
Yeah.
And it's so obvious to me. It looks like a station, but it's undercover and it looks like something else to throw everyone off.
Well, it could be because they hide in plain sight. That's what they do. You know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, when they like all the valuable stuff and important stuff that's in the research, what's that place? The Naval Observatory. No one knows how important some of that stuff is there.
Yeah.
And you have to have such a high clearance to even hear what's actually there, which pissed me off because they tried to make me the anti-terrorism officer. And I said, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to accept the risk and responsibility for protecting assets. You guys won't give me the clearance to understand what it is so that I can write a plan to protect it.
Wait a minute. You didn't even have clearance to go into the vice president's
You have to have, I think you had to have top secret SCI.
You should have already had that being a fucking MA.
No, I never needed it. They would not give it to me.
Really?
So they wanted me to be responsible for something they didn't even let me know was there. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Screw you guys.
I mean,
no.
If you're going to be in charge of something, you got to have the clearance.
You have to know everything you need to know. They're like, well, you don't need to know. Well, then I don't need to be responsible for that shit because you don't let me know.
Yeah,
because if something happens to me, I'm going to come after you people.
Whoa.
In a way you're not
what do you mean
because of
you
that. It's like if you're going to set me up for failure, I'm going to make sure that you're taken out too.
I'm going to fail so fucking hard.
Well, and that's funny. They would give you that clearance as an MA, you know, in Washington D.C., right? At D.C. right? But yet, a gas turbine GSM-2 has to have a secret clearance because the MRG's right there. You know?
Yeah, it was very hypocritical, and like that was part of the reason I had this like bitter taste, nasty taste in my mouth because I'm like, here I am at the headquarters of the United States of America and the military, so to speak, right? And they won't even let me have access to shit. They won't let me have access to information I need to protect the military assets that are there.
No, I mean, we all know that.
Absolutely no sense.
But we all know that the military is sectioned off, right? We all know that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for obvious reasons, right? But if you're in charge of protecting that one asset, you need to know everything about that asset. Like something. You know. Now, what do you eat? What do you eat? It's not a podcast until you eat, Rocky. Come on now.
It's pizza.
Oh, okay. Homemade or what? No.
I think it's Papa John's.
You know what I'm gonna say next, Rocky, right?
I don't care. I'm hungry. It's already late. I wanted to get on here way earlier, and I had to wait. So I'm hungry.
Rocky. That's why. I mean, that's why I said. Told you earlier. Come on, we can jump on. Okay.
Huh.
So if you can't jump on the right way, that's fine, Rocky. Okay, that's fine. Because life happens. We all know it. Life happens, man.
So what did you cook today?
I made it's a low, like South Carolina low country, Perlo right there, which is the precursor to jambalaya right there. So, because the Perlo became before jambalaya did in the 1600s, but I added a little my own kick to it. I had smoked paprika to it, garlic powder. Garlic powder did come to World War II, right? But smoked paprika was before then, because Christopher Columbus, when he brought it back to Europe, right, the peppers and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That right there, the monks, I can't remember if it's Belgium or whatever, right? The monks figured out how to fucking smoke it right there. So. I mean, that's what I cooked. I mean, it's a very simple dish, man. But, I mean, nice and easy. And that's an old world recipe right there. So, that I made it Alpha-Gal friendly. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Damn it, Billy.
Yep, I know, Mick. I know.
What happened?
No, he's like, God damn it, Gilly. But yeah. I mean,
Well, I just assume at some point Gilly had said something goofy. So if I walk in and say, God damn it, Gilly, I'm usually right.
Yeah, Mick, I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't wrong half time. So on that one.
Or, by that same metric, I could walk in and be like, what the fuck, Rocky? And chances are.
Yep. I mean, there's times we both say stupid shit. So fuck it. Hey,
I didn't say stupid. I said goofy. Those aren't the same
I know,
thing.
but still, Mick, I mean, if we do, all we got to do is own it. That's it, man.
Yep.
That's why I don't get pissed. That's why I don't get pissed off about that shit or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. I probably did at some point. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because of this podcast, I will never, ever, ever be a public servant. Ever.
Yeah. I mean,
so let me bring up your podcast from April 19th, 2004. Did you say F every one of those last mother effers? Yeah. And which group are you referring to? I don't know. I've said that about so many groups, I lose track.
But the thing is, Mick, about that, if that ever does happen, right, just own it, man. So, yeah, I said that shit.
Have to. Oh, I totally own it, yeah.
Yeah. So what?
Motherfuckers are stupid.
I'd be like, is that any more hypocritical than you idiots that are trying to get me in trouble when you do stupid stuff? When you Congress idiots don't want the truth getting out about all the sexual harassment you idiots do? Shut up. You're in no position to judge anybody. You know, it's like.
I mean, but if a politician, right, like what Mick was saying, right, if they're running for office and they just came out and owned it, the media couldn't say a fucking word because they'd be like, oh, fuck, he owned it.
Yeah.
Fuck, what the fuck?
So, Mr. Boyce, what do you have to say to that community you were speaking of right now? Well, I'd have to say, don't be like one of the ones I was talking about. Thank you.
I mean, mine would be, well, you fucked hookers in Thailand. And your point is, yes, I did. I'd do it again, too. Come on now. Fuck.
Yep. I won't do it on the taxpayer dime. That I promise.
But that was all my own dime right there.
Yeah, right.
You guys did. Well, not like you guys did.
Well, in a way, that was on taxpayer dime because we got paid by taxpayers back then, too.
Well, this is my official position. My official position. Okay. Yes, I had sex overseas with beautiful women. Unlike most politicians, mine were of age.
Oh, man, that's even worse, dude.
Everybody that I banged was an adult, okay? Unlike y'all motherfuckers.
And now we're going to see Charlotte in the back fucking fry pan. You did what, motherfucker?
I didn't bang any hookers. I was talking as though I were you, Gilly.
I know, Nick, but you get to see, I get to see Charlene come in at that time. That would have been fucking, that would have been golden right there. That would have been.
Either that, if you go for the K-bar I got sitting here. Sneak in real quiet, like, I got the background down so I can't see the door open.
Hey, Rocky, are you eating pasta now from Papa John's? Are you eating pasta?
No, it's still pizza, dude.
What are you eating your pasta with a fucking fork for?
Because I was cutting it because it's too hot to hold.
I've never heard someone say
when there's a fire and the door is hot, you don't grab it with your hand.
But I've never heard someone say that the pizza's too hot to hold. I've never heard anyone say that.
At least Bobby Brown said too hot to handle, too cold to hold. You call the Ghostbusters and you gain control.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord. But I mean, I was like, what the fuck's he eating? I said, Dave's got a fucking fork roll. Like, can't be pizza. Come on.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to break my wife of the habit of cutting her spaghetti? I told her every time she did that, some old Italian guy in upstate New York was rolling in his fucking grave. Took her years, and here's this asshole cutting his fucking pizza with a fork and a knife.
I've never heard of anybody cutting their fucking spaghetti with a fucking fork or not. Never have.
Yeah, Charlene used to cut her spaghetti before she ate it. Like, no.
I'm not even Italian, and I know you don't do that.
My point exactly.
You know, it's like breaking pasta before you cook it, right? You don't break the fucking pasta. You cook it whole.
Hey, it'll get fucking limp on the bottom, and then it'll slide, the hard part will go in, and away you go.
Yeah. Sorry, Rock. We gotta give you shit. You know that, brother. So
I'm the one that's eating and enjoying it, so it's okay. I'm not gonna stop eating it.
See, the truth.
Well, we know you. We know you ain't gonna stop eating, brother. We know that.
No, the truth is, I never gave Rocky shit back in the Navy because back then I was really skinny and he was really big, and I thought he could punch me in the face and kill me. So I just kind of kept my mouth shut.
He wasn't even that big. He was skinny too back in the day.
He's bigger than me.
Nick, you was like a fucking twig.
You're like 6 foot taller.
Well, I'm saying, dude, he's bigger than I was.
You know,
I just didn't want to get into a tussle with a guy bigger than me. That's all.
I mean, Rocky had that wrestler's body, right? He was what, 160, 162, around there, Rocky? If I remember correctly? 170?
No, he couldn't have been because I was 170. I was 170, 175, and he was thicker than I was. So he was
heavier. I was 170.
Yeah, but you were short and fucking yoked.
I was only like 170 at that time.
Were you the same weight as me, really?
Yeah, I mean, Rocky, he had some muscle, but he was like slim. He was. You know, Rocky, back in the day, he actually had a six-pack. He actually did. I mean, not full six-pack, but it was more than what the rest of us had right there.
I don't remember that, but cool. I wish I had a picture.
Well, I guarantee there's a picture somewhere. Guaranteed there's somebody's got a picture you want to meet somewhere. Guaranteed. So
I'm sure people have pictures of me doing the silly shit. Like, that
well,
kind of
it's
stuff.
like fucking Kelly, right? Ames, right?
Yeah.
She remember that fucking was camping all that bullshit. She the Bud Light fucking caps. I just put on my cap, right? She's got a picture of that somewhere. She already told me. You know.
Oh man, that was funny.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, there's people out there who got pictures of us doing stupid shit back in the day. Guaranteed. You know. Now they're disgraced enough not to put it on Facebook, which I would not give a fuck. Right? I'm like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I was that dumb. So yeah.
I was a sailor. What did you expect?
I was young and fucking dumb. I was young, dumb, and horny. Fuck, come on now.
The proper term is young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Rocky. You're right on that one. So
because it rhymes. It's like
that Buck Cherry song, "Too Young to Fuck," or Too Drunk to Fuck.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I've heard that one. Yeah.
I was young and dumb and full of cum with a sugar-loaded candy cane.
I just remember hearing "You're Crazy Bitch."
That's a good one too. I saw them a
No,
couple
no.
years ago, man. They were great live.
Yep. And Lit Up is a good song too by them too. Lit Up is.
That was the first one. That was the first one they
I know.
released. Yeah.
I know. Zeus, you're fine, motherfucker. Wait.
I
Don't
love
you
the
eyeball me,
cocaine.
motherfucker.
I love the cocaine.
Oh yeah, there's sometimes when I'm cooking, right? Dude, I got Lit on the fucking playlist, Crazy Bitch, all that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the part of that song that resonates with me the most, Too Drunk to Fuck, is I could spend my lifetime getting high, never want to live in a suit and tie. Most of us all just living a lie. That's why we get fucked up every night.
But the thing is, when you fucking are that drunk, right? Yeah, you can still get hard. Nothing comes out.
Nope. You go at it for an hour, nothing happens.
It's called whiskey dick like a motherfucker. So that's what I call it anyways. Might not be the right term, but that's what I call it. Whiskey dick.
No, I call it whiskey dick too. Yeah, it's actually, you know what always gave me whiskey dick? Fucking not whiskey, fucking gin. I get wasted on gin, man. It would operate just fine, but I couldn't feel a fucking thing.
Gin dick.
Yeah.
Now, well, I will tell you this: when you got whiskey dick, this is back in the day, and then you smoke some G13 weed, right? I did away with whiskey dick right there. That did.
With that government hydroponic shit.
Yep. That was the strongest weed back in the day, too.
Man, I never did have none of that.
Oh my God, that was like Viagra right there. Boom. Oh yeah.
Yeah, back in my really hard drinking days, yeah, whiskey dick was at least a weekly occurrence.
Yep.
But hey, man, it is what it is,
Yeah.
At least I was getting some.
Yeah. Well, hey,
I mean,
you with Charlene too.
You can't complain about whiskey dick if you ain't getting none, right?
That's right. I mean, you actually use with Charlene, and even before then, you still get some. So, come on now. I mean, you had little, so.
Well, I don't think the lady's going to complain too terribly much. The fact that you can, last forever.
Well, there'll be some that will say, "Well, are you done yet?" But nope, I ain't done yet.
No, you just hang on.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we got to this conversation, but it don't matter. So,
where the spirit takes us, man. It's where the spirit takes us.
Okay, Vic,
Yeah.
I got to ask you.
Okay.
All right, we all know how big was Little Tits?
Oh, dude.
I mean, was they size your head? Because we all know through the fucking shirt, smoke, right? They looked huge. They did.
Okay, so the tag on the bra, I checked. The tag on the bra was 36 double D.
Damn. Okay.
Yep. They were God, how do I describe them? Fairly epic. That's about the only way I can put it. Fairly epic.
Who?
It best little.
Who?
It best little. It best.
I don't think I remember that person.
Well,
I remember.
if you want to pay attention, because she didn't look the greatest, but she has the biggest tits on the fucking boat. She did.
Absolutely.
Are they like the ones, like the women that are like the bodyguards of the dictator, Aladdin? Where they can smash like a watermelon with it?
Not quite watermelon smashing big, but she could take out a grapefruit, no problem, I'm sure.
It's hilarious, dude. Goodness. You guys are pervs. Just playing.
Like you're not.
I'm not.
I don't exactly see the Heightster wearing a training bra. That's all I'm saying.
No, she does.
Hey, At least I didn't say that one. So
Hey, he opened up the floodgate, man. He invited that.
The Hydester. I love that nickname I came up with her. With
I like it too. It's apropos. Besides, I can put things like that delicately if I need to. No need to offend anybody.
Oh,
you know me fucked up if Little's watching come across us. What the fuck, Nick?
I was flattering my description of it.
I wouldn't even fucking pay attention to fucking comments. Let's see.
Well, I mean, if there's some,
I don't think.
well, I mean, if okay,
no comments, no comments.
if I was watching my ex-girlfriend's podcast,
yep.
she said something along the lines of, "Yeah, we didn't work out. Yeah, he wasn't the greatest guy, but the dick on that dude. Yeah, like I'm gonna be pissed."
Yeah, I mean, I can't say shit. I mean, I've wronged women in the past, right? Fuck, I mean, so okay. That's why that's why I always say you got to call out both sides. You know, not just one side. You know,
Oh.
because I know I've done. You know, I've done some fucking stupid shit when it comes to females. Yeah.
Duh.
So,
how do you think we learn?
Exactly. You know, so.
I haven't
Rocky,
done a
what are you
ton.
drinking?
I haven't done a ton of hogging in my day, but I'll tell you what, there is the conquest or two that I'm not exactly proud of.
Hey, I never lost a hogging contest. Never did. Hey, I don't give a fuck about that. And everyone's like, "You're proud of that?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." I said, "I never lost." Fuck, come on now.
Now, you see, if it were a hogging contest, that would have been different because at least there's like a goal involved there.
I mean, I even beat
these ones were just like, you know what? That'll do.
I even beat fucking Pirates and Good too at hogging contest one time.
But did you ever beat Pennick?
Never went out with Pennick in stateside doing that. Never did.
Because Pennick, man, that guy. Ooh.
Yeah, but his wife wasn't that big either. You know?
But the chicks he fucking pulled were enormous, like my 600-pound life fucking candidates, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why me and him always got along, because we like bigger women. So.
Well, you certainly don't have to work terribly hard for them.
Actually, nowadays you do. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about back when the world made
sense.
sense.
Back then? No. Hell no. Back then? Fuck no, man. Especially when you're in your 20s. Fuck. Come on now.
Right.
When dude, y'all remember I looked like I was fucking 18 to fucking 21. Come on now.
Man, you did. You're a baby face. You're like Bam Bam. You were cute. Yeah, you had your chin.
Rocky was more cut than I was, right? In the stomach, right? But I had the upper part more he did. I mean, he still had it, but I still was more defined up the upper part. He was more defined on the stomach part, what I was right there.
Yeah, well, everybody carries their fat in different places and so on. Yeah. Some people get leaner first in different areas.
You know, and shit. Yeah, I wish I had a picture of Rocket. I'd show everybody on here. He was skinny at that time. Yeah, 160, 170, somewhere around that frame, right?
Uh-huh.
But he was solid too, like I was. He was solid. You know, you were just a little scrawny motherfucker.
I was just a scrawny motherfucker. Yes, I was.
Yeah, but you wasn't as scrawny as Lil Tate was. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I wasn't the scrawniest, believe me, but yeah.
Lil Tate looked like a crackhead. You know, when he shaved his head, right, he looked like Tommy from Rugrats. He did. And that's why one of his nicknames, besides Lil Tate, was Tommy. Right there. That would be funny if Lil Tate's watches. He comes on, what the fuck you mean? But he would hold up to it too. He's like, yeah, I used the name Tommy overseas. You know, he did in Thailand.
Yeah. And one of these days I'll dig into the pictures I got and I'll pull out the picture. I had a picture of me on my wedding day without my shirt on, and boy, I was fucking skinny. You remember that picture?
I want to see your fucking wedding day anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, love. I was a wee skinny little fucker. At one point on the boat, when I was doing too much partying and not enough eating, I got down to like 155 pounds, man. It was bad.
Really?
Yeah. I went home for Christmas. And I weighed myself. I was 155.
Dang, dude. What did you come to the boat weighing? 160, 170?
And that was about 170, 175 most of the time. And then,
Uh-huh.
kind of went to a little bit of a spiral. I stopped eating, started partying and all that shit. Went down to 155, went home for Christmas. And when I left, I fucking kid you not, you can call me a liar all you want. I left at 175. I gained 20 pounds in 2 weeks.
Well,
That's
that's
how-
when you.
That's
Well,
how
that-
fucking depleted I was.
But wasn't that when you lived with fucking little fucking Pirates and Richards?
No, I was with Self and Stoddard.
Oh, self-installed. Okay. Oh, that's right. Burper lived with fucking Pirates and Richards and Underwood right there. That's right.
Yeah. That wasn't me. That was
That's
him.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking Stoddard. I ain't heard that name in a long fucking time, man. What the fuck's he up to, man?
Couldn't tell you. Haven't talked to him in 26 years.
That's like the other day I got a friend request from Archer. It took me a little bit. I was like, Archer. I was like, oh fuck, okay. Now I know who you're talking. Now I know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And I guess he's in Japan now or something.
Really?
What his Facebook says or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
Oh, man.
Rocky, did Heidi put in for that fucking contest too?
Not yet. Not yet.
Dude, don't wait, man. Don't wait. Okay? Don't wait. I mean, I know the type of food she puts out. It's good. So
The crazy thing is I think that they have like a county thing where they vote for like the best food truck, and our name got put into it, and we're not even operating. I think I could be wrong, but
That's
I'm like,
funny.
we're not even operating in it, and they still voted on us. I'm like, that's crazy if that's true.
I mean, that's good if that's true, man. That's great, right there.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
If you're lodged in people's memories that's so fucking hard that they're putting you up for awards that in the categories you're no longer working in.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's kind of an honor. You know what I mean? It's really an honor.
Yeah.
I heard something like that, but I don't know if it's true.
I mean, it's like I mean, like when you guys went to where Nate works at, right, Hickory, the market, right?
Mhm.
You know, and I see the comments on Craft Taco page, right? I'm like, okay, that's great that people want to come out, and they did show up for y'all. I know that because you said that, right?
Dude, we got 7, like when we opened and they were doing online orders, we got 70 orders immediately.
But the thing is, where were those people when you had your food truck right there? When you guys were open,
I don't know.
That's the thing right there. Sometimes you take it away from them, right? They crave it even more, just like McDonald's figured that out with McRib. You know, same
I told
thing.
you that story about Ivan the Terrible.
Yeah.
Same rule applies, man.
Yeah, I'll see the comments when you was doing.
Terrible.
Let Gilly finish up.
Okay,
I was watching the comments on Craft Taco, right? When you start doing the home stuff, right, the kits, right, I see the comments. I was like, great. Now they're like, oh, they're only come back at a certain time, limited run, So
I mean, that may be just what we want to do, and we've discussed it a little bit, is we want to continue doing that, but we're not going to do it to the point where we're overwhelmed.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like we like our time, our free time, and all that, because it was, we were working all the time, whether it's talking to people, because Heidi would handle that part, or making orders and making food or whatever. You're always constantly doing something, right? And you do take breaks in between, but you're still working a lot. And the time off that we have is great because when we were doing the truck all the time, we barely got to spend any time with my daughter and my youngest daughter, my daughter and my youngest son. And now that we're not doing that, I can spend more time with the kids,
Well,
it's better for them to be with the parent than for us to be operating a taco truck trying to make money.
Yeah, there's always time for that later.
In my opinion.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I value that more than I value the making of money.
Yep, but when they're growing and out of your hair, you can go ahead and make your money.
Yep. And then you don't have to worry about paying them if they're working on a food truck. Yep.
That's
You
true.
just,
Free labor.
you know, yeah. And I know Heidi likes her job still, right?
Yeah, she's loving it.
You know, so
She got off a little later than we wanted today because she was trying to finish up a thing that she does for what she does. It's like this giant Excel sheet that she has to put all this information in. And she had to do 3 of them. So she knocked out all 3. And then when I got there, it took her about 20 minutes to finish one. So that's why it took.
And Rocky, and that's understandable right there. And that type of work right there, you're gonna have some late nights.
She's like we were like if we had work we had to get done, we did not want it hanging over our head. We would stay we would stay later to finish it so that it wouldn't be weighing on us while we're trying to have fun doing whatever on Liberty.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? So I understand that. And I always told her, and I ingrained this in her, get your work done before you play. Work, then play. You get your work done correctly, then you can go play. Now,
Big, what was you gonna say about Ivan the Terrible?
Oh, yeah. Ivan the Terrible is a good case of how scarcity creates value. He was a czar of Russia, as y'all know.
Yeah.
And he quit because the government, the various nobles, and not warlords, but the nobles and the various factions they wouldn't cooperate. They were all arguing with each other. They couldn't come to a consensus on anything. Some things he could make him do, but some things he was bound by the law and he couldn't make him do. It was just a gigantic fucking shit show, right? And it was all counterproductive. That was going nowhere. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. So Ivan the Terrible quit. And he went out into the fucking country to live and retire and just live in peace, right? Well, after he left, he was one of the few things that was keeping everything from degenerating into complete chaos. Well, when he left, it did degenerate into complete chaos. And they sought him out. And they said, hey, look, we need you to come back. We need you to be in charge. He's like, fuck no. I already saw where that's going. I'm not doing it. And they're like, no. We're willing to make you an end unto yourself. You won't have to be constrained by those laws. You won't have to be constrained by any of the policies. You will be in charge, period. And he's like, all right, I'll come back. And he came back with the blessing of the government and everybody else as a dictator for life. They gave it to him because they wanted someone in charge that could unfuck everything, which he did. But the whole point being is, though, they didn't appreciate him until he was gone. And then when everything went to hell around, they're like, oh, shit, this is not good. Same thing with fucking Rocky's taco truck. Yep. Yeah, they took advantage of it when he was around, but now that he's not around anymore, the loss is felt. Like they really know it now what it's like to not have Rocky's fucking tacos.
It is interesting to see that like people do really miss us. Like they miss our food. And it's like, I always want to ask, like, where were you when we needed you? Every time we went out there, we needed you guys.
I guarantee they won't take you for granted twice.
Well, because Rocky, you and I talked about this. It's you and I. Same thing. But you can't force people to show up depends on where you're at. You can't force them to show up either.
And there's only so many times you can do that with no one showing up where it's like it's costing too much to even do it now. Yeah. And then the meat prices were just raising, dude.
And that's why you got to raise your costs with it. You got to do 30% roll, right? Got to at least in the restaurant, all that shit. You know, I know you was trying to be fair, Rocky. I get that, right? And I applaud
I was trying to be. I wasn't money hungry. Like I wasn't.
Yeah.
What's that word when you want money all the time?
Greed.
Stingy, greed. I wasn't greedy. I wanted enough to where I could pay bills off with it, keep the business operating, and just have a good flow of money going. Right. I didn't care about, all the other stuff. Like I wasn't so greedy that I was like, well, I'm stopping this because of that. No, we stopped because we couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, but at the same time, Rocky, I understand. Okay. Yeah. You can't be fair by being unfair to yourself.
I know. Yeah. That was a mistake. And, if we ever do it again,
but learn from that mistake, Rocky.
Like if AI took over like Heidi's job, which AI is going to take over a ton of jobs, right?
But not taco making.
Go back to doing it. Not taco making though, right? We could probably do that. But then if all those people lost their jobs due to AI, how are they going to pay for anything?
Who's going to buy a taco?
Yeah. So it's kind of like I don't know.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't, right?
Look at the company you're in. Okay, look at me, look at Gilly, and even if Hodges and Will Tate were here, okay, look at all of us, right? If this was a harebrained, pie-in-the-sky, retarded idea, we would call you a pie-in-the-sky retard for even thinking about this, right?
Pie-in-the-sky.
Because that's what we fucking do. We take the insecurities of our friends and we belittle the fuck out of them over it to make them tougher.
Well, I mean,
but we haven't done that because it's a really good fucking idea.
Well, and Nick, on that, right?
Great.
You're the only one that has not tasted the rub. You're not. You're the only one that has not tasted it. And I'm telling you, Heidi may be an Alpha Gale version of it, right?
But I trust you guys' opinion.
And that shit, I'm telling you, Thumper even said he put it on fucking pork chops too. I put it on chicken, everything, man. Shit goes on everything. The thing I want to see Rocky do and Heidi do, I want to see that shit in the fucking stores. That's what I want to see right there.
That is the goal. That is the goal.
Because, like Rocky, remember what I told you earlier? Even Sam's Club has the birria consomme now. They do.
Yep.
And I guarantee it, your shit's gonna be a hell of a lot better than that shit. Guaranteed, Rocky.
But what you got to do is you got to run an ad, though.
People tell us that. Like we've had so many people tell us, like they go to other places where they sell birria here. Like there's restaurants and other food trucks, right? Yeah. But they're like, it's not your guys's. It's not like your guys's. It's not as good. It doesn't taste good, or it doesn't taste as good, or it doesn't taste as good, and it doesn't look as appetizing.
Everybody's selling birria now. It's the hottest trend right now, Rocky. You look it up. Mexican food, birria.
No.
Dude, it was huge when Heidi started making birria back in 2020.
Yeah.
That's when it started blowing up. I'm surprised that it got even more popular, like almost like carne asada.
Did she start fucking making it out there in fucking San Diego or fucking Seal Beach?
No, she started making it in 2020 during COVID. Because she had made some tacos, and Andrew was like, "Mom, you should start a taco truck making tacos. You make some bad tacos."
I thought you guys were out in Seal Beach again. That's what I thought.
No, when we were in Seal Beach, she was going to FITM, Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, while I was working at the weapons station. And like I had no time to go to college or do anything as a chief, right? And because all the stupid inspections, because right prior to that, MA2 Mayo got killed, and it changed the way everyone did security in the Navy, because he got killed because of that guy that ran the gate in Norfolk. It completely changed everything in security. So like we were always constantly having security inspections, running drills, executing AT plan, PPR plan, pre-plan responses, rewriting SOPs, rewriting the AT plan, rewriting the training plan to train to the AT plan based on all the DOD and ALPNAV and SECNAV instructions. It was a lot. And even Department of Army regulations, some U.S. Marine Corps instructions we did use when it came to weapons and certain procedures. And I had to deal with all of that there.
So she
And-
was so she when she came back to North Carolina, that's what she started making beer, right?
So what happened was when I was in Bahrain, my wife is awesome. She got bored. She didn't do something self-destructive like most others would. She's like, I want to learn how to sew. So she started sewing, right? And she started doing this thing called an upcycle, where like she would like get like a shirt and turn it into a skirt for little girls. Really cute clothing.
Well, I
And
see
so
that because she did that for Care Bear, right?
Yeah, for the Care
That's
Bear.
what a lot of those pictures, like memories, is of her, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was all stuff that she did. And believe it or not, man, when I made chief, the pay raise was not that big. And California got really expensive at the time.
Yeah.
So when we were surviving because we had to live that way for that time because gas was high and everything like that. She'd get these orders from Facebook and she would sew them. And we would make money, and that would be enough for gas, milk, bread, or whatever we needed, right? So like her contribution just doing that was amazing. And then she was looking for sewing classes, and she found out about Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, and they asked her to come in there because they wanted to interview her before they let her come to the school, right? Because she was going to use the GI Bill for it. And she brought in some of the clothes she made, and they're like, we want you right now. Like, so, I went to the LA campus, and when I was at the LA campus, when Star Wars 7 came out, the first lame one, the chick that wore she looked like the Mandalorian, but it was all like silver.
Yep.
That costume was there. They had like the Game of Thrones costumes and all kinds of costumes because that was the place where a lot of people went to that school. They either went into the fashion world or became costume designers for like movies and TV shows and all that other stuff. And so she went and got a degree from that using the GI Bill, and we made it work out. And I was happy to help her get her degree. And then we left there, and then I had to go to DC, and she ended up going to another college to get her bachelor's degree. I forget what she got her bachelor's degree in, but it helped her get in the jobs with the furniture and pattern making and all the stuff that she deals with right now. So she actually got a degree she could actually use. It wasn't a useless degree.
Yeah.
So
but now she can fall back on tacos right now too. If she had to.
We could, yeah. I mean, we could if we really needed to.
And that's good.
There was a time where like things were really crazy when Joe Biden was president, and the guys were like, "Hey, look, we'll be your protective army as long as you feed us tacos."
And Rocky, think about it, Rocky. Think about it. Me and you talked about this, right? You went in from a high stress job, right, to another high stress job in a way, right? But it was your own business. It was your guys' business right there. So I mean,
it was nice being our own boss and not having to answer to anybody, because it was like that was the first time my whole life where I could make decisions and I didn't have to answer to anyone for it because I'd already thought of the consequences and actions that would happen afterwards. And if I was willing to accept that, the outcome of that, then fine. That's what we did. You know what I mean?
Now, Rocky, one thing I want to, I know you say you can make the tacos, right? I ain't talking about burying, right? I just want to see you make a chicken taco like that. Okay?
Oh, dude, yeah, the chicken.
I mean, you know what I mean, Rocky. I mean,
talking about that. We were talking about that the other day, and I like the way our chicken tacos taste, but Heidi doesn't like how we make them. So she wants to make like it'll be birria chicken tacos, but she wants to change it up a little bit. So
are you using breast? Are you using breast for the chicken?
No, we use thighs, dude.
Thighs, okay.
The thighs.
Thighs to me taste better.
Right.
They taste better. Yes.
I like chicken thigh more than I like chicken breast.
Yes. I'm the same way, man. Same way. That's why I asked that question, Rocky. So. But I mean, Rocky, one of these days, show us how you make. Not I ain't talking about hiding, but you make it, right? How you make the chicken taco, man. I mean, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Our viewers would love to see that, man. They would.
Well, for me to do that,
I mean, dude, you could chop them up real thin, raw, right, and put them in a pan, right, and sear them real quick. It won't take that long, man.
well, the way I do it is like what we would do is we would get the chicken,
Yeah.
we put it in the marinade, and let the marinade sit in it for about 30 minutes to maybe 4 hours.
Well,
And we put it in the fridge, right? Make it nice and cool and let it soak in. And there were times where we would let it soak in for like a day. Then we'd go back and cook all that chicken, right?
Yeah.
And then as I chopped it all up, I would season it.
Yeah.
We had seasoning on it, but then we would season it afterwards, just like we did with the birria tacos. Like that might be the difference between the birria tacos that we made and the birria tacos other people made, because we seasoned it. We marinate. Well, we put it in the thing, right? Then we season it afterwards with special seasoning, and it just made the meat like so much better.
Yeah, but Rocky, you could have the meat already marinated. That's what I'm saying, Rocky. You can have it marinate. You don't have to give out no secrets on the marinade if you don't want to, right? You don't have to.
I don't even know if we have any. I don't even know if we have any right now.
But I mean, Rocky, you could do that on the show. Just have it marinate. Say, yes, this is marinade overnight or for this long, right?
Maybe I'll do that. I don't know.
And go from there, man. Because you're not giving out no trade secrets. You're not.
All right, boys.
Hey,
I'm gonna bounce. It's about that time of night for me.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right. See you in a couple days.
Yep. All right, man.
Later.
Have a good night, bro.
Yeah. We're left to our old devices, Rocky.
All right. What crazy thing do you want to talk about now? Or do you have a crazy video for us to watch?
Actually, I've already showed them all. So, no, but
yeah, dude, just like yesterday, Twitter was going X or whatever was going nuts with the stuff that they were reporting. I was like, Heidi, look at this. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. She's like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy what's going on, but it's not any more crazy than all the craziness we've seen since 2020. Actually, the crazy really starting around 2015. Like even September 11th was not as crazy as what's going on now. And like that time was tame compared to the madness that's going all over the world right now.
Because almost everybody has TDS, right? Trump, syndrome. Right?
I still don't understand. Like, I didn't like Joe Biden as president, and I didn't have, Joe Biden derangement system. I didn't like it when Obama was president because I didn't agree with a lot of his policies, but I didn't go out there and scream and say F the president and all this other stuff. I did my time. I served my country. I actually made chief petty officer under Obama, which was surprising, and the other ranks I made under Clinton and George Bush.
Yeah.
I made third class under Clinton. I made second class under Clinton, and then I made first class under George Bush Jr., right? And then I made chief when Obama was president in his second term. So, and then in 2015, dude, it just got nuts. But maybe the real madness started in 2012 with that. What was that thing that we talked about? The propaganda thing.
Yep. That's what all that shit. That's what all that shit. You start seeing propaganda when Obama allowed that shit to happen in the news cycle, right?
I really think that all the news agencies that did that should be held accountable to the highest, most harsh degree possible, because of all the lying that they did and the manipulation, and they tore the country apart to now where everyone.
The church got tore apart in 08
Sad.
anyways.
Huh?
You know, the church got tore apart in 08 anyways. So it did.
I think it was all part of a plan, though, dude. Like, it's so obvious that this was all part of a plan.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all know that, Rocky. It was. So, you know, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just got to sit back, you know, and bide our time. Really. Got to. Okay.
The only thing I don't like about that is, like, I see all the evil in the world, and I don't want to be apathetic to it.
I know. But
I don't like accepting it. And if I had like a bigger voice that had more reach, I'd be like the kind of person that's warning all of you people that are doing this, you're all going to pay for this if you don't stop.
oh, Lil
You're
Tay
going
goes,
to pay for it.
oh, I said, Lil Tay goes, bullshit. Laugh out loud. Pay what? Way up. Laugh out loud. When you go from E1 to E6 or E7, right?
Um,
Yeah, I didn't see that. Sorry. So,
yeah, but so did taxes.
I mean,
Taxes and cost of living, and you
I
know,
mean, I can't say because I never made. I can't say because I never made that high, right? Never made that high. But he can.
well, I mean, like, you got to think about it. Like, I was in California. California's expensive.
Yeah.
When you go to housing, you don't get BAH.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, because you're in housing. Yes.
You still have to pay for like electric.
Yes. Yeah.
So like you have to pay for electric, and there was no AC. And my goodness, man, Seal Beach needed AC. Like even though it was next to the beach,
No
like,
fucking
we were-
AC in housing. What the fuck?
no, dude, there was no AC because they're like, well, we're right by the coast, you know.
Even
you can
fucking
see-
Chicago had AC because Chad, Bill, and Danielle, when Chad was stationed at Chicago and I was with C School, right? Their house had a AC. Come on now. Fuck. Damn, man. Fuck it.
It's little. Can Little Tate get on? Can you get
Oh,
on?
he might. Well, you never know with Lil Tate. That's like, you never know with him, man.
Dude.
So
That video he sent of the horse dude farting. Oh my gosh. I showed Heidi that and she's like, that was great. It's like, and there was another video after that was funny too. I forget what it was though. Then that one where the guy shot the gun and it like almost killed him.
oh, I said that one.
Yeah, like dude, that freaking like Frankenstein stitching.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
Not good.
No. You know, but I mean, that's a type of gun. I mean, if it's threaded on the end cap, right? That's when you can shoot that son of a bitch over and over, right?
Mhm.
And I guess he did, right? But you shoot that over and over, it's gonna wear. It's going to. Something's gonna give eventually.
He didn't do a round count for the barrel.
That I don't know, Rocky, on that one. Because I just saw that one, I shared it, right? So I don't know how many times he actually shot that gun.
Because like you know, when I had to get really familiar with the M9, and you know that was they only were like saying it's only good for 15,000 rounds. You know, and you're not shooting that gun a whole lot. Like the guns that you would use for duty, if they assigned you a gun, you would try to check that out of the armory and go use it to go qualify in. So you were familiar with your weapon and you made sure that your weapon was right because you would clean it, right? Yeah. But there were times where they would have guns that were specifically for just shooting at the range. And those things, you'd always get like, you know, I forgot what they call it, where a round gets stuck in the barrel when you shoot it.
Stovepipe?
It doesn't go, huh?
Stovepipe?
Misfire. Stovepipe, yeah. Stovepipe or a misfire or whatever. Yeah. We would deal with that stuff too, you know? So, I mean, it had its purposes for learning how to deal with those situations, but my opinion of it was always, if you're going to use the gun, you need to learn how to shoot your gun because the sighting may be different on that one than it is on another 9. Where, you know, and then every time you use an M16 or M4 or whatever, you had to zero it in, you know, to make sure that you know, because some people shoot with their left or right eye and it may veer off to the right or the left and you would have to center it to get on target. Yeah. So You know, that stuff was important. Now, the shotgun you really didn't need to worry about.
If you can't shoot a fucking shotgun, there's something wrong.
Well, there were people that you would shoot a shotgun and they couldn't even hit the side of a barn, dude.
That they don't even need to be carrying a gun, especially a shotgun. If they can't do that, put it that way.
The craziest thing was the people that were the least safe and careful with guns were the gunner's mates.
Sure.
Like I remember, dude, I had an NRA, I did an NRA small arms marksmanship instructor school in Guantanamo Bay, right?
Yeah.
Back in 2010. And the GM1 that was in charge of the armory was freaking pointing his barrel at people. Like, we're like, you keep your barrel straight pointed down the range, right?
Yeah. Down
And
range,
he was
yes.
like, we're like, what? And so they kicked him out of the class. This was the NRA instructors kicking out a GM1 out of the class. They're like, what in the safety violation?
Yeah.
You don't point the barrel at people that you're not intending to shoot, right? Keep your, don't point a weapon don't point your gun at anything you don't intend to shoot, right?
Exactly.
Like, But I remember, like, when I was on the SRT, we would practice, and we would practice going into a stack, and we were smart enough to know, like, hey, there's a person in front of us. If our gun's pointing at them, we're still going to point it away from them, so not to accidentally shoot them. But everyone's, got their finger straightened off the trigger, and they have the safety on until it's ready to go. And I always did the one thing that I always did in a gun range is, how they make you have, it was double action, single action.
Yeah.
Single action was when you could shoot it better and it wouldn't recoil as bad. When I'd get the gun out of the holster, I would hit the safety real quick, take it off, and cock it, put it up, and go boom, boom. And I was always more accurate because I didn't have that double action one. And people got mad at me like, you can't do that. I'm like, show me in the instruction where you can't do that. You don't like that I'm fast enough to do that and get on target in 2 seconds. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. My problem is I can do that and be accurate and fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care. Like, show me in the op navs. Yeah. Okay, then shut up, or whatever. But they always wanted to try and get people to fail.
Yeah.
No, oh, you want me to fail? I'm going to even be I'm going to even be more ruthless when it comes to that stuff.
I got to be here.
Oh, hold on.
You got a new chair. I don't know.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live.
Yeah, we're live.
So-
Is that Nate?
I'll be saying hi.
Are you taking it through the front door?
We already started.
Okay.
Boxes.
Where's your other chair at?
Where'd you get it, Sam's?
Huh? You know, they got in the box. That was one good.
Computer dork guys, laptop, or desktop gaming.
Huh?
Nerds.
Pay for it.
Nerdly nerds.
Hey, I can't say that. I'm a nerd when it comes to gaming. See, I can't say that.
Well, I'm a nerd when it comes to certain things too, but
Okay.
You're a nerd when it comes to books.
I like to learn. I like to learn new things, and I like to glean over information that I think is interesting. Whether anyone else thinks it's interesting or not, if I'm interested in it, I don't have to tell everyone about it. I'm going to learn for myself.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that, really. Nothing wrong with that.
Like, hey, did you get the Ethiopian Bible yet?
Not yet. Nope, not yet.
Dude, I
Okay.
got this one.
Okay. Let me ask you on this one, Rocky. Okay, you got that one. Okay, great. How many fucking verses or paragraphs are in red in that motherfucker? How many?
The red?
How
Oh,
many
the
is
words
in
of
red?
Jesus.
How many is in
The
red?
words of
That's what I want to know right there, Rocky.
I'll tell you. Let me go to the Gospels real quick.
I mean, it should tell you how many's in red versus the ones that ain't in red, right?
See, I'm in. What is it? the Gospel of John. I was reading John the other day, John chapter 10. And in the Sefer, it says, I and the Father are Yakad or Yakid. And that means I and the Father are one, right? And where was it? Chapter 10.
But how many paragraphs are read?
Let me show you.
I mean, that's the question, Rocky, right there.
John is full of it. But I know that Matthew, almost the whole page. This is Luke chapter 12 and 13 right here. Almost all of it's. Hold on, let me turn my thing off.
Rocky, I can't see that. So it was.
Yeah, that's. I gotta do this. I gotta unblur the background or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could see it. It's all red. Can't really see it.
Well,
really.
It looks like black. It doesn't look red. It looks black on the screen.
Red.
You know, so
it's red.
I mean, that's the reason, Rocky. That's the reason I want to get, because I want to see how much is red versus not red in that song mix.
What's interesting is they don't put the Lord in it. Like, you know how you have the Lord with the capital L, and the capital Lord, which is Yahweh or Yahuwah.
Yeah, but
it's Yahweh in this. It's Yahweh. It's interesting to see.
But the Lord got put in there for medieval times bullshit with the kings and all that bullshit. You know?
They did, but I found out why some of them don't say God's name. They don't say his name because there's in the 10 Commandments, it says, thou shalt not take the Lord thy God's name in vain, right? Yeah. So when they used his name proper, like Yahuwah or Yahweh, it was out of reverence. It wasn't out of it was never meant to be disrespect like other people would do.
But I mean,
I found that out because I was like, I want if he's real, I want to know his real name. I want to be able to talk to him because I don't want to talk to some other deity that's pretending to be him that answers to that name that's not him.
You know, actually, watch Eagle Eye, right? Lil Tate told me last night to watch Eagle Eye.
That's an old movie.
Yep, but rewatch it.
The one about AI, right?
Yep. Rocky, rewatch it. Just rewatch it.
What did he say about it?
No, it's actually pretty good, man. Because it's all about what's going on now. The AI bullshit. Exactly.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot worse, bro.
I don't, but I mean, I say nothing bad against AI because I use AI too, right? I mean, AI has its uses. It does.
The thing is like for me using that, I don't completely trust it 100%.
Well, I mean, with AI, you got to take the good with the bad, just like anything, right? You're gonna have to do that. I mean, it does have some good uses. It really does. You know. But yeah, I mean, I rewatched it last night. I was like, oh, I told Little Toast, yep, he's right on that one.
Dude, they've been telling us what's going to happen for so long. People are not paying attention, dude.
Yeah. And that movie came out in 2008. And guess who directed it? Steven Spielberg did. Right there.
He did? I thought it came out in 2009.
No. 2008. And fucking his dad was the point of sale inventor for point of sale back in the 50s. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, all those movies, dude, that we used to watch, like Terminator and The Matrix, they're all documentaries, dude. It's like a documentary of what's going to happen if you don't pay attention.
I mean, I ain't gonna say documentary, but they have some things that could happen, right? That could.
Or it's predicting what's going to happen. You're going to see it in a movie, and then when it happens in real life, you're not going to be desensitized by it. You're already desensitized, so you're not going to look at it with any kind of fear or trepidation or caution, or like, wait a minute, whoa. This was in a movie, now it's coming to true. What the hell's going on? You know, like predictive programming kind of things.
I mean, we've already talked about this too. I mean, the movies, the shows, it will tell you, like you said, Rocky, It tells you everything. It does. Yeah.
I was watching a video about it, and they were talking about how the people in the occult, the Luciferians and all that stuff, they do that in movies like that because it has to do with karma coming back on them.
Yeah.
Like some kind of spiritual rule in the spirit world in that realm. I don't understand it completely. But
I mean,
they do that stuff and then they present it to people so that people agree with it so that it doesn't come back on them when those people are fooled for it.
Yep.
It's really messed up. It's very sneaky and it's very clever, but it's also very dirty. Dirty in the sense that, like, you guys really just want to hurt everybody. You guys are all you're all messed up. You guys are just pure evil. Like, you're not going to get away with that.
I mean, we already know we got good in the world and you got evil in the world because we both seen it right there. You know. Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss.
No problem.
I gotta take a piss. Luce, you can wait, motherfucker. Wait. Get out of the way. Come on.
That's war. I'd be nuking them. I'm sorry. If you're doing that, then I'm going to put a hit out on all of you guys. We don't want to pay. We're not going to pay you. We're just going to give you freedom from them. Yeah, I and the Father are one. So the Yakad in Hebrew means one or unified. Okay. Very interesting. I like it. Well, anyways, folks, for whoever's watching, the news is going a little nuts. There's a lot of crazy stuff coming out, and I'm not necessarily sure if it's all true or if it's just a distraction from what else is really going on that's really, really important. But the information that has come out is pretty crazy. But what is that thing, honey? Show me. This just came out, and this was reported by the Daily Wire. I don't know how credible they are. It says Iranian lawmakers propose a $58 million reward to anyone for killing the president. That's war. That's just wrong.
Talking about Daily Wire bullshit.
Yeah, I just saw that. I guess it came out 9 hours ago, but I wasn't on Facebook or anything. So I'm like, that's kind of like declaring war right there.
Yep. I mean,
and knowing how crooked our politicians are and what little sissy lalas they are, gutless little, they got no backbone. They don't do what's right. They just do what they want for money. I'd be like, it's time to declare war. Unfortunately, what other option do you have?
Well, that's not the first time Iran's fucking tried to kill him. Fuck, come on now. Wait.
I know, but I don't understand why we aren't killing them.
Well, we already did. What?
No, you go after. No, I'm talking about. It's like total war. It's like
you want boots on the fucking. You want boots on the ground.
General Sherman. Remember when General Sherman Tecumseh Sherman did that walk?
Yes.
He walked from the north to the south and just did completely total war.
Yeah, that was Georgia. That was Georgia. That was Georgia. Yes.
Yeah, Georgia. Like it was shown in the Gone with the Wind movie, right? That's kind of what needs to happen with these people because they're not getting it yet. You're going to pay for it one way or another. You're not getting out of this one alive, guys. Sorry to tell you. No one gets out alive.
I mean, granted, we have fucking crippled almost everything they have, right? The next move, you're right, is boots on the ground. That's the next move right there.
Yeah. I don't want to see the thing that breaks my heart about it is I understand why they're doing certain things. I just wish it didn't have to be that way.
Yeah. I mean, nobody wants war, right? Nobody does, right?
I don't want any of that stuff. I'd rather just try to live in peace.
But this has been 47 years in the fucking making, too. We all know that.
I know. I know.
And it should have a
Jimmy
long
Carter
time
would have
ago.
done
It should have a
Jimmy
long
Carter
time
would
ago.
have done his job right.
Yeah.
This would not be a problem right now. Because I forget what general it was in 1915 that took care of Iran back then. And it took them from 1915 to 1979. They didn't act up till 1979.
Well, in 1979, that's when the Ayatollah came into power. That revolution that they had.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Iran used to be like us back in the day. Before that. You know. So what's old Heidi listen to? I see she had her ears.
I don't know what she's actually listening to. Like here, dude, here's the Ethiopian one. I'll just read you a couple of excerpts. It's from Genesis 6. It says, when man began to multiply on the surface of the ground, daughters were born to them. God's sons saw that men's daughters were beautiful, and they took any that they wanted for themselves as wives. Yahweh said, my spirit will not strive with man forever, because he is also flesh, so his days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were in the earth in those days, and also after that, when God's sons came into men's daughters and had children with them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of men's hearts was continually only evil. That's just the first 6 verses, but it's weird. It's kind of neat to see his name there instead of seeing the Lord. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's kind of cool. And apparently this has not changed in I don't know how long, because it wasn't part of like all the other crap that happened. Because I guess they kept it enclosed with whatever they had. So it's interesting to see it like that. It makes it more interesting when you have the names.
Yeah.
Like when you get a chance, get one, dude. You might like it. Like, I don't know, like everyone's saying, there's ones that are not legit and there's ones that are legitimate. And I don't know. There's got to be some kind of there's got to be some kind of way that you can determine, okay, this is the real thing. This is not some fabricated thing that's just piece of crap, waste of money. So, and it's really big, dude. It's huge, huge book.
Well,
it's actually thick.
I mean, the Ethiopian Bible is always fucking thick. Always was, man. That's like.
Well, I saw one on Amazon, right? And I looked at it, and it was broken into 4 different volumes.
Yeah.
But each one of the volumes was like $38 to $40 something. And I was like, well, maybe I'll get that one. But I found this one for a pretty good deal. And they had the words of Christ in red. I was like, okay, I'm going to try this one out.
Well, it's supposedly that's one. If you're going to read the Bible, you want the one in red, supposedly, right? So,
well, like I read from the Fifer too, right? And the Fifer is pretty cool. I showed you this book, right?
Oh yeah,
the one with the
Yep, yeah, you showed me that book. Yep.
Yeah. So like what's really cool to see is like, you see the Aleph and the Tav.
Yeah.
And it's written from right to left when it's Hebrew. So that's the Alpha and the Omega. So that would be Alpha and Omega in Greek, which is the Aleph and the Tav. And what's crazy is like in the Old Testament and parts of the New Testament, it plays out like this. And it's really interesting when you realize what the et means. It's called et. It says, in the beginning, Elohim created et, the heavens, and et, the earth. So it's like that sign
the
whole time.
But Rocky, take that, right? The Old Testament shit, right? Take that and line it up with the Ethiopian Bible in red, right there.
Oh, I will. I am.
You know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
The Paleo-Hebrew, the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet.
Yeah.
Look at what the Tav looks like. That's what the old ancient Tav looked like. It looks like a cross.
But you know what I mean, though, Rocky? The Old Testament, line that up with in red in the Ethiopian Bible. Let's see.
Well, what I want to do is I want to read this, and I want to get the Septuagint version, because you have a Masoretic one and you have a Septuagint, right? And something I found out was that the dates are different in the Septuagint and the Masoretic. Like there's more time in the Septuagint version that was written in 270 BC than the Masoretic text. So, I want to look at all of it just to see what I can, I don't know, learn, glean from it or whatever. So it's pretty interesting. Like, look, the X-Men sign? Guess where they got it from?
From
It's
there.
right there. The X-Men sign.
From there, yeah.
It's funny, dude. Like, I was like, dude, that's the X-Men sign. So it's weird to see that.
But I mean, Old Testament and that, line them up, see what you got, man.
What I like about this one is it has the Hebrew names for everything, right? So like when you read the Hebrew name for everything, it makes it stand out more.
If they are translated correctly, if right there.
Like,
because we don't. Because be honest with you, Rocky, we truly don't know if those translations are correct. We do not know.
The only way that we can really tell is we found the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? If they found another area where they discovered something like the Dead Sea Scrolls and it matched up with the Dead Sea Scrolls we have now.
But even the Dead Sea Scrolls, they here in Kansas City, right? And I asked them, the curator, right? The guy in charge of it. I said, how accurate is this translation? He said, well, we think we're pretty accurate, but we're not 100% sure on that one. So, at least he wasn't lying about it,
Well, I think did he talk about the Essenes?
Yeah.
The reason he would say that is because some of the Essenes were Gnostics.
Yeah, because the translation throughout
they did not. They believed in like the archons and the demiurge and Sophia and the divine feminine and all that other bull crap, right? And then that's when the Kabbalah, when that comes in, that's where the Kabbalah comes in, right? You've heard of Kabbalah.
The thing is, any language that's been lost to the world, right? They think they know how to, talk it, but they really don't. Sometimes they don't.
Well, it's crazy that the only way they were able to figure out any of the writings was through the Rosetta Stone.
If that's even correct too, that's the thing.
Well, I think from the Rosetta Stone they were able to translate Greek, Hebrew, and Latin, and maybe Aramaic. And
even Latin, guess what? That's misconstrued too on the fucking, translate from Latin to English. That's been misconstrued too.
Like what I like is this one. Like here's like a cool verse, right, in the Bible, and it's Old Testament, and it's Genesis chapter 17. It says, and this is before Abraham's name was changed to Abraham. He was called Abram, right? Abram, like what we would read back in the day. And it says, and when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahuwah appeared to Avram and said unto him, I am El Shaddai. Walk before me and be perfect. Now, El Shaddai means I am God. I am, what is it? The translation of that name, which is crazy when you read about it. When you do a little history search, I'm trying to find it. El Shaddai means God Almighty. I am God Almighty, or the Almighty God, right? And that's how Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob knew him. No one knew his name was Yahuwah until Moses talked to him. And
if that's correct too, that's what, we don't know because we was not there,
But I really wish that I wish that we had did you see the thing on the news that said that time travel is actually possible? Did I send you guys anything on that?
I didn't see that one. No, I didn't see that one.
I'll see if I saved it, and if I find it, I'll send it to you guys.
Well, I still think time travel is possible. I still think that. I do.
I wonder what the rules are, though.
Well, our government I guarantee it. We already got time travel. Our government's keeping it a secret right there.
I remember, I remember hearing about Project Looking Glass, and they said that Project Looking Glass was like this time travel thing, right? And that they found out that time travel was possible, and they could travel within the timeline. And there are other timelines apparently, but the timeline that we're in, it's already set a certain way. Whether you go in the future or the past, it's going to end the way that it's supposed to end. It's not going to change. I got to plug in my. Keep talking. I got to plug my thing in.
Right. Well, the thing was with that one is the fact that that one is more like remote viewing bullshit. So I mean, it could be, it could be true. I don't know, but
I just think it's interesting if that's possible. Yeah. How many times did people try to go back in time and change the timeline and fail?
That's one thing we don't know. But if you change the timeline, right? If you change history, right? If you go back in time, then you change the timeline every single time. The Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones' last movie, showed that bullshit right there. You don't want to change the timeline, period. No matter what the reason is. So, I mean, who knows, man? No, I didn't see that one, man. So.
Yeah, I gotta send it to you. I'll look for it after we finished because let me check Twitter. It's in my book. I probably bookmarked it. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's been coming out, so I've been bookmarking it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm hoping I did. Nope. Oh, there's this thing about the flock cameras too. Did you hear about that thing?
Yep. Sir.
Just keep on trying to control everything.
Yeah, be a little tank talked about the flock cameras yesterday. So, yep.
My husband said if this next.
And I won't have it. I'll look it up later, and then when I find something. Oh, I sent you something about some dude just appeared out of a portal.
Moment of truth right here.
Well, what'd you said that?
Yes.
To which account?
It's from X. It's going to be in our text messages.
Text message? Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to show like a lady getting interviewed, and they have this red circle, and some dude just appears out of it. It's crazy. It looks like a science fiction movie kind of thing. Well, I thought I had that. I guess I'll have to look for it another way.
Well, it don't matter, man. So, but I'm about ready to get off here anyway. So,
all right, bro. I'll let you go. You have a good night. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Until next time, people. We'll see you on Sunday.